Real Week 9, game number 6 of the 2021 NFL season. It is the Houston Texans going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We are in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, let us go into the live movie.
We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kylie Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. Take it in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Kylie Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw is going to be incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that'll hit the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after national championship games that he and Clemson played against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll drop the throw. And this one grabbed by Darren Fowles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, the tight end Fowles. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. What the converse is, though, you got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And the points result, we'll call this one significant.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup on 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked to turn to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, Porter hits complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up. They get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st down Texans, Watson hook it up with Cooks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Touching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone? Fairbairn
now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers, but now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive, silver lining, you know.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot down. Yes, a great spot for him. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum to get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The run here with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target.
But it's shoot to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps him right alive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It'll be Minshew again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought it was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete. No problem Browns here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Down to inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, Watson, open man is Hanson, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air yet again, Watson being chased down left. Now he'll pull the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start wondering, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That would complete. He finds Sharp. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Here's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their cabinets. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. That's caught by Zimbo. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 33. Rosas' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They're able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston set to take over, and last time they popped it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taking it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And now he'll take it and run. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield, and keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for a takeoff.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, they're pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson, he fakes to Johnson. He now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. That's taken in by Hanson, complete. Now he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As an honest observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You tell they want to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a new point there is they were able to connect. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Then boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He lost it a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fairbairn now, following the main field goal, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it up ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run for the first time with Dividus Igbo. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And then we saw all the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well as you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun is Minshew. Under pressure on the Texans, able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job getting free on a return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the cheering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Johnson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
He's going to try and take off with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is, it takes care of the ball well with him, so they keep handing it to him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
You have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and take a good turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover.
They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, and we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will ring him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Connection made with Chenault. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Calling a gain of 4. It'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swore and stopped them for almost no gain.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Could they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now he'll escape to his right. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So legal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact and hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration of body, which is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 4th down, Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Texans back out there ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Johnson. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Give it 16 yards on the play. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. here. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
So guys, there you have it. The Texans are winners over the Jaguars 27-3. I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have a great New Year's. Have a great day.